can't remember the last time I did a tag video. Hi guys, it's Jade from Boho Bookworm. Today I'm going to be doing the Guilty Reader book tag, which was originally created by Shami from Read Like Wildfire. I wasn't tagged by anyone, but I felt like doing it anyway, so. Have you ever regifted a book that you've been given? I've never re-gifted a book per se, but I went through a stage a couple of years ago before I went traveling where I was basically selling anything and everything to be able to afford my flights and accommodation and to jet set around the world. I sent so many of my books to secondhand bookstores, and to this day it breaks my heart because I gave up some really amazing books. I'm almost sure in that pile were first edition Harry Potters. I kid you not. Have you ever said that you've read a book when you haven't? Definitely yes. In school days, always. And you know what the funny thing is? I feel like we should rather be in school when we're older than when we're younger, because now the books that I refused to read as a kid but lied and said I did, I want to read now, like for example Jane Eyre. But back then I couldn't think of anything worse. And if I was in school now, in this day and age, I would love it. I love learning. Have you ever borrowed a book and not returned it? I was blacklisted from my hometown library because I never returned their books. I've been on the run ever since. From South Africa to Italy to Spain, and now I'm finally seeking refuge in Cape Town. Ever wonder why I travel so much? Now you know. I just can't help it. I get so attached to books. I cannot borrow books from someone else. I just can't do it. I have to keep it because I bond with it. Have you ever read a series out of order? No, and I'll tell you why. I recently saw a book called The Caller by Chris Carter in the bookstore, and I absolutely loved the cover. It sounded amazing. And when I investigated a little bit more into it, I realized that it was book 8 in the Robert Hunter series, which is a crime detective novel. And while I have heard that the books are fine as standalones, I feel like they are put into a particular order for a reason. So, I mean, you could get spoiled if you read it out of order for one of the earlier books. You know, they reference the earlier books when they go along in a series, I think. So I started with the first book in the Robert Hunter series, which was called The Crucifix Killer, and yeah, I didn't enjoy it, so it's gonna take me a long time to work my way up to The Caller, which I think I really will enjoy a lot more because the premise just sounds incredible in comparison to The Crucifix Killer. But there we go. Have you ever spoiled a book for someone? Yes. I actually got told off on my channel the other day for giving away minor spoilers. I tried to figure out what book it was now. I tried to go back in my history and I can't figure it out, but whoever you are that suggested that I mention that my video contains spoilers, I'm very sorry, it was not intentional. Have you ever doggy-eared a book? Yes. I lose bookmarks all the bloody time, so I end up either using a napkin or a receipt or the dreaded dog earring. I know you're not supposed to, and it's like abusing books, but it's just so easy to do it. I'm sorry. I have, however, recently bought this little bookmark, which I absolutely love. It says Hooked on Books, and it's got this really cute little Alaskan woman fishing, and she's got this cute little book on a hook, and I love it because if you didn't know, I love fishing, so to me that is just a really cool bookmark. Have you ever told someone that you don't own a book when you do? Can't say that I have. Have you ever told someone you haven't read a book when you have? I feel no shame. If I've read a book, I'll let you know. Have you ever skipped a chapter or a section of a book? I read Fangirl a while ago, and I must admit that I did skim very quickly over the fan fiction section, and I know that's half the bloody point of the entire book, the fangirl aspect of it, but I just didn't enjoy it, and that's why I didn't pick up Carry On. Overall, I loved Fangirl. I thought it was really cute and a really nice YA book, but I didn't enjoy the fan section-y bits of the other story, the book in a book. I just didn't know, not for me. Have you ever badmouthed the book that you actually liked? I feel like if you have not mentioned Twilight or 50 Shades of Grey in the Guilty Reader tag, I don't know, I feel like everyone's gonna do it. And I'll admit that I had said that I really didn't enjoy the 50 Shades of Grey books, when actually, as much as I find E.L. James's writing very poor, the actual story kept me completely gripped the entire way through. It was addictive and suspenseful. I mean, those freaking crazy bitches with guns, yo? Alright, that was the Guilty Reader tag. Thank you very much for watching, and I will leave who I tag in the comments down below. Have an amazing day, everyone, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!